I learned about this guy, Dan Wootton, from following Johnny and Amber, and as you might know, Dan wrote not such nice things about Johnny in The Sun. False allegations, as a matter of fact, but now Dan's got allegations out on him. The Byline Times, a small publication, now growing by the way, has exposed Dan for doing quite a few things that aren't exactly legal, you could say. They've got some evidence and some great articles. And the thing I'm here to say now is that TikTok here, which I don't check a whole lot, has got 75 million views on Dan content according to my Google search here. And this search seems to be from July 29th. So maybe more now. I'm not sure if it was one video or combined, but I'm going to guess it wasn't just one. It seems like this is some kind of combined number they get that figure from. But either way, whether it's exactly 75 million or not, and probably growing anyway, it's a pretty big number. Let's take a look. So here we see the TikTok page with Dan, and I'm going to guess, without watching every video of course, they got into the Byline Times and similar content that you've seen on YouTube and read in some articles and things like that. This first one here, Dan Wootton allegations explained. This next person seems to have some pretty good coverage. Looks like she's got a whole timeline breakdown. July 17th, 20th, 24th, 26th, 28th, August 1st, August 3rd, up to August 9th as far as this video goes. And that's about the time they slowed down a bit. But there was an article last week saying they will continue, which we're waiting for. Hopefully coming soon. Her video here's about 9 minutes, which is a pretty good length for TikTok. It looks like she explains all these articles, the celebrity targets, the text messages Dan had, Martin Branning, and the whole deal. We've got comments on the side, people saying why is the media so silent? But let's not forget, there is some media covering it. The Guardian, Independent, Daily Express, Yahoo News feature stories. We just don't have the full spectrum of media, unfortunately, but there are some. We got some videos on the suspension, of course. So, not only YouTube and some media I just mentioned, but it's all over TikTok. Good thing to know. The question is, why isn't it spreading further? It seems like there's some kind of clog in the pipeline now. The momentum has been lost, which is something I'm a bit frustrated with, because it doesn't seem like a 3-year investigation could be put out there in like 2 months. This person here covers what the papers won't say, which is a continuing theme. We're all wondering, CNN, Fox, NBC, where are you guys? And the guy gets pretty detailed. Got another one here. Following the news of Dan's suspension from Mail Online, fans have taken to social media to share their thoughts about his future on GB News. Many are calling for him to be taken off the air. And most of these are pretty active, lots of comments. This one here is blurring out some words. I'm pretty careful too, especially about things with sex in it. Sometimes if you notice I spell out words, I'd rather not. I want to say everything no holds barred, unfiltered, but rules, regulations, stuff like that. However, it's clear enough. You guys get the point, and everything's written right there in the articles anyway. Also, the person on the side there suggests starting a petition about Dan somewhere along the lines of having him removed from a certain position. Kind of reminds you of a petition started about another certain someone for a movie. Can't quite recall. I guess it'll come to me. And they keep going for quite a while. This person covers the Yahoo News one about blood smeared on windscreen. And it looks like in the comments, Dan is not too popular on TikTok either. I say either because he's not popular so much on X and YouTube. This person claims that Murdoch knew about it since 2020 and that it was shut down at that point. Well, that could be. I mean, I don't think they would have wanted that news out when the Johnny news wasn't unresolved. That wouldn't make Dan look so good. So that makes sense to me. It's a clip of a tweet, so it's not the best verifiable fact. However, it would make sense. On this channel here, I cover TikTok when I can, once in a while, but not so much. So it was kind of interesting for me to see what was going on here. Lots of views, which I'm also happy to see. Let me know what you think down in the comments. doing shout outs, special thanks, things like that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.